It's Not Your Fault by Rob Sharpe. Copyright 2025. I was telling Joey I wasn't in the mood to play Warzone in the empty lot next to our house today. He called me a dork because I didn't want to play. The lot was muddy and perfect for Warzone. He just stood there and gawked at me like I was from Mars. I guess Joey was mad because he really wanted to play Warzone in the empty lot. After all, we didn't have school and he wasn't expected to go home for lunch if he didn't want to. My grandpa died last night, I said. No crap, really? He said. I told him what happened. Saturday night is poker night at our house. Always has been. Even since I can remember. Not for us kids, but for the older folks in the family. My grandparents lived right below us in a split-level house, and Grandpa was a big poker player. I always remember him with his glass of whiskey and his yellowed fingertips holding a Pall Mall cigarette. He died playing poker. I asked Joey if he would help me mow the lawn because there was going to be a bunch of relatives coming over soon, and my dad needed to make a bunch of phone calls, and he wanted me out of the house. I think he looked real upset, like he was going to cry or something, so I didn't want to make him feel upset or mad or anything. Did you see him die? Joey asked. No. Well, why not? Joey is so weird. He told me I should have gotten out of bed and watched him die, or at least pushed on his chest or something to help. I swear sometimes I feel like I could just knock his block off. He is so stupid it makes me mad. Joey doesn't have a real mom or a real dad. They even tell him that to his face. I can't believe it. Most of the time, I think they just think he's a pain in the butt. But he's really not. When we play Warzone, I usually get killed as a German. It's okay, because I like Joey and this is his favorite game. After he shoots me and then he stabs me with a bayonet, he turns into a medic and tries to save me, but I die anyway. So I start mowing the grass because Dad wants it to look real good when people come over. Joey follows behind me with the rake as I mow because his parents don't even trust him with their own lawnmower, and so he's not allowed to use ours either. Sometimes I let him mow strips of grass in my backyard because I know it's out of sight from his house and he won't get in trouble that way. Then, all of a sudden, I see something move in the grass right in front of the mower as I'm pushing it, but it's too late. I hear a thud. And I shut off the motor. What are you doing, stupid? Taking a break already? Joey asks. No. Help me turn the mower over, I say. I think there's a mouse under it. I look and I see red all over the grass. Nestled in bloody grass clippings is a lump of fur. Somehow the blade of the mower just cut off the top of the mouse's head. It was all neat and clean and empty inside the skull. The mouse had its eyes closed, and it didn't look scared at all. I did try to stop the mower in time, but I just couldn't, I said to Joey. Then I remembered that I'd also tried to get out of bed last night, too. I remember hearing the crash and Grandpa wheezing and falling on the floor, and then lots of noise and someone yelling, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." And I remember my dad screaming at my mother to call 911. I remember feeling my legs were frozen stiff under the covers. I couldn't move. I couldn't help. I just couldn't. All I did was pee the bed, and I cried. I looked back into the bloody grass. I wanted to cry again. I felt a little drop of warm pee running down my leg. I didn't mean to do it. I wanted to help, but the mouse was just there. And now it's all quiet and relaxed. It was like it was trying to say, "It's not your fault." Then I thought about my friend Joey. I mean, I'm not queer or stuff like that, but I felt like hugging him and saying the same thing, like saying, If you had real parents, Joey, they would be 100 times better than they are now. I guess if I did that, he'd probably knock my block off. Hey, watch this, he said, and he pulled out a marble out of his pocket and said he was going to put it in the mouse's skull. We'll give him a new brain and put him on top of my mom's windshield, he laughed. He's so weird, I swear. But I could tell that seeing the dead mouse really bothered him too. So before he could touch it to prove how tough he was, I set the mower down on top of it again, and then I touched his arm. Hey, what's your problem? He said. Nothing, I said. Let's just bury him later on. But what about mowing? He asked. Your parents might get really mad at you and smack you if you don't get it done. I have a better idea, Joey. Let's take a break. Let's go play Warzone. I'll be the Nazi. Then we can come back, bury the mouse, and then if you want, you can be in charge of mowing the entire backyard. He looked at me like I was from Mars and said, Really? I can be in charge of the mower? Yeah, Joey, I said, you'll do great.